Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, here's one for the guitar freaks. Check out this beautiful Gibson Les Paul Black Beauty. It's a very special edition, and I'm talking about it because I was wearing my Tudor Black Bay and I thought the colors really marry well together. So you know the Black Bay, you don't know the guitar perhaps. This is what is called a collector's choice. There you go. So it's from the Gibson custom shop in the USA, of course. And they have this series of guitars where they take guitars from usually the 50s, 59, 60, 58s, and that are in the hands of either famous people or mostly collectors. That's the name of the collection, collector's choice. And they're gonna take the guitar, analyze it with computers, and try to replicate not only all the dimensions, especially the dimensions of the neck, which is very special on this guitar, but then they're gonna have someone try to reproduce all the wear that the guitar currently has. So you get a guitar that's really worn in. Some people don't like it, but all my guitars have that usually. Most of them done by the master of the genre, which is Tom Murphy, if you are familiar with the relics, the aged process of Gibson. I believe this one was relict in-house, but they did a great job replicating. You see all the cracks in the nitro cellulose on the top of the guitar. So this is done with blades and with keys and whatever tool they have to replicate. Also on this Les Paul, they have tried to replicate the wear on the hardware, which normally would be golden, but the original guitar that they took to replicate this belongs to Tommy Coletti, who is the owner of the Music Zoo, which is a famous online platform, online dealer of new and used guitars. And the guitars used to belong to the original guitar used to belong to the guitarist of the Pretenders. So unlike most of the Black Beauties that the Gibson Les Paul, the Gibson custom shop puts out, this is not a 57 with a big fat neck. This is based on a 59, and the neck has an amazing feel, but they couldn't use their usual 59 shape they use, which is usually the feel-good shape. This one has a very special V feel to it. You see, often they missed the shape of the neck by leaving too much shoulders on the sides, which makes it feel less comfortable and a bit too big. And the owner of the guitar, Tommy Coletti, insisted that they would carve the neck just to feel a sort of a V shape here that really makes playing so that little more special. And then the shape slightly changes to a more rounded feel on the neck. So you have the big frets, the inlays. So unlike many of the new productions of Black Beauties that they do, also in Memphis on some of the ES guitars, here you have the actual ebony fretboard, which is getting harder to find. It's not that rich light, which is some sort of composite new material. This is actual ebony with the ivory inlays. So very mother of pearl, inlays. So you see all the wear has been put on the pickups. You have 3 pickups here, and it is wired just like it used to be in the 50s. So position down is going to be this pickup. In the middle is going to be these 2 pickups, which is a very weird sound. It sounds out of phase. It is not technically out of phase, but because of the proximity of the 2 pickups, it's going to be very nasal. And then on top you just have this pickup. So I'm thinking about rewiring, because one of my favorite sounds of a Les Paul is to have these 2 pickups together, which you can't have. So there's many different ways to do this. You can change the wiring here, maybe to put a volume for this pickup to bring it in and out, and then you just have the regular wiring, or you have a 6-position switch like I used to have on Black Beauty Jimmy Page signature. There are different options. You can do push pulls, but the guitar sounds amazing. Huge bite on the bridge pickup. Just for that bridge pickup, it's a great guitar to own. It's very resonant, and the neck pickup sounds great as well. Of course, the middle pickup. A lot of people don't like three pickup guitars. I've had a few, and I sold them every time because it just gets in the way. But you just put it down and kind of forget about it. And when will have changed the wiring, I'll just use it as a regular guitar. But it just has a different sound, being all mahogany, than the standard Les Paul, which is has a maple top. So you have a bit more bite, a bit of a brighter guitar. So what's interesting is that they replicated. You see, this is very yellow. Is because the former owner of the original guitar that this guitar is based on had put some sort of nail varnish, golden color on his, and they've replicated it, especially visible here on the tuning pegs, those Grover tuners. You see very bizarre color there on the on these, while the regular color is on the machine itself. So you can see the wear that is put on this guitar on the back. This is not put by me playing the guitar. This is done by hand by someone at the factory to replicate the wear on the original. And this is a golden plate, which you can replace by the more regular black cover. There is the cover for this, of course, the toggle switch. This is the regular one. You can change it. You get a key for your. So this type of case is pretty much how you used to get the guitars back then. It's called a lift-on case, and it's really not ideal. It's very heavy and doesn't protect the guitar too well. I don't recommend you traveling around. Certainly not hoping to ship without a lot of protection. You always have to protect the neck, especially here. Les Pauls tend to break in shipping here, and then here at the bottom, the button can get pushed in. But here there's a nice recess. But never trust those cases to keep your guitars safe. So you get a nice booklet, all the goodies. Everything is reissued. These are part of the Gibson Custom Shop reissue series, of course. So everything is like you would get in the 50s, and they try to replicate all the electronic equipment, all the potentiometers and everything inside here. So yeah, over the years I've had many of these reissues of 58, 59, and 60 Les Pauls, and they've improved over the years. Every year a bit better, and right now this is what they call a true historic. So true historic is the best they can do to replicate everything down to the screws, the plastics. There's always people who are going to nitpick and say, oh, this is not exactly how it was done and all that. I'm not that obsessed, but it's true that the true historics do sound really good, and a lot of it is due to the wiring, which is closer to the 50s one, with the audio pots with a big bump at the end. Because I like to play like they used to play in the 70s, just a dirty sound, and use the volume to control your output. So you can see the beautiful binding around the guitar. Everything is done by hand here. Sorry for the dust and the crummy strings. I'm going to need to change these. So yeah, if you enjoy these talking about guitars, I can do another video. I'm going to do one with all the guitars that I have passed through my hands through the years. I used to have a hell of a lot of them at home, and yeah, now I moved on a bit more towards watches, but you know, watches cost a lot more than guitars. I thought guitars were expensive, but watches, I mean, unless you go to the vintage stuff, of course, the vintage Les Pauls, The watches are just even more expensive, and they can't do as many things as you can do with a guitar. All right, any questions about this beautiful Les Paul Custom? So it's a 59 with a 59, very special 59 neck with the ebony fretboard. So there's going to be, I don't think, this was of course a limited edition series. They didn't do that many, maybe 100 with the aging and everything. I don't think you're going to see many, if ever, any, again, 59 Les Pauls done by the custom shop. So that's why I keep this one. It's very, very special. Usually, as I said, they only make 57s with a fat neck, and of course without all the aging. So it's special for many reasons, and I hope to make it a bit more mine by changing the wiring, because I like to use different combinations of the pickups. All right, I think that's it for today. Let's close the guitar case, say goodbye to the accompanying watch. You can see the colors matching. And I wish you all a very good day. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Bye-bye.